Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flickerverse Show.
I'm the
Hi.
Spider-Man.
And to Spider-Man. Hello, my co-host. We got Spider Aginor today. Ready to sling some web. We got Goatbrother, and we might be joined by friends later. So, today, what's happened since last week, I suppose? Uh, I don't know. Has anything happened?
Something happened. A show dropped, right? So you got episode six.
Six.
Episode 6.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
need to take this off. I can't see anything, and I can't breathe. And it's super tight.
go. It's Aginor.
There you go.
Episode 6. That was so
Me too.
good.
Yeah,
So
and me too.
Yes.
I think it's the highest rated episode yet on both Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb.
I think.
It's a solid 9. It's love it.
Yeah,
So
And-
powerful in so many ways.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident they will pull off all the gruesome stuff as well, because that Renner Aggie stuff is horrible as shit, as it should be. As it should be. Yeah, it's
And just scene by scene, you can see her just being torn apart.
Yeah.
And the bloodshot eyes, and then the second eye, and all the bruises, and all the you could feel the anguish. And it's
Yeah.
horribly beautiful.
I mean, I am probably a psychopath because I don't get any emotion from torture scenes. But when they made poor Loyal sing for the tree, that broke my heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. This is a full spoilers YouTube live stream. We talk about spoilers for both the TV show and for the books. So be warned.
So what else do you like about episode 6?
I mean, everything is. You feel that they're starting to ramp up for the finale because there's only like 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. And I just feel that they're tightening in. It feels like they have been the whole season, tightening up the writing, the story, even though I have heard people complain that they think they are too far apart, people and stories, so much to keep track of. But we have read the books, so this is nothing. This is easy to keep track on. Some things. I mean, I watched them so close together, so I have kind of hard time pulling apart what happened in each episode.
All right, yeah, me too.
So.
They
It's
just
like
all
the
blend
books.
together.
It's
Yeah.
like the books. They all blend together into one big story.
Yes, and that's a good sign.
Yeah,
I
of
think.
course. Of course.
I think it was easier the first season to, this happened in this episode, this happened in this episode. But this season, I think they have been more flawless, connected to each other. So still bringing tension and trying to stop so they risk some kind of cliffhanger to the next episode, as you have to do in a TV show. But it's still, the feeling is that everything is happening at the same time.
Right, yeah.
So to speak.
A lot of simultaneous events going on all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I mean the Matt and Rand meeting up again. That was so.
So good, so good.
I still want more Matt, of course, but I know. I mean, this place in the books, he didn't really have much to do, so I think it's fair. I think we'll see much more of Matt in season 3 and going forward.
Yeah.
Of course. I think they're still working on bringing him back into the plot
Yeah.
to resolve Barney's departure from the show and the lack of Matt in episode 7 and 8 of season 1. And he hasn't done that much in season 1 as well, except from having made stupid decisions like stealing jewelry and a dagger from a place he shouldn't take anything from. Yeah, so I think the audience isn't yet connected that much to him, so it doesn't make any sense for show-only viewers to focus now heavily on that.
Mhm.
You have to bring him back
That's a
in
valid point.
Yeah.
smoothly, keep them engaged through characters they know, and ease them in onto Matt so that they can fall in love with him like we did in the books.
Yeah.
And most of us didn't like Matt in the first 2, 3, 4 books.
No, it was from the third one and forward that he was, start really become Matt.
Yeah.
The one Matt would
Yeah.
love.
When the Cooladin stuff happens, when we're on this arc, Matt gets cool. For that, he was still connected to the dagger, was still complaining, whining, but not in a charming way as he did afterwards. So
I agree with Uno here in the chat. What happened to Matt in season 1 must have made them change Mint's storyline as well to bring him back in a good way, and to actually bring him into the story, because they meet in the books. They meet in the first book in Baerlon, and then you don't see her until like, I don't know, book 4 or 3.
I think
she's
later
gone.
on.
Yeah, really late in the story. So they actually give her something to do and be a character, and I think they have already given her more motivation and something else to do than just being the supporter of Rand. And that's what gave her the meme of lamp.
Yeah, and
on the net. So
and she's a good.
Oh yeah, she's with the girls in the book. She go to farm. That's true, but they couldn't do that.
Yeah. And I think it's quite interesting how they did set her up for this season with the Liandrin and Ishi plot she's intertwined with. She shows that dark friends aren't more complex, that all this is more complex than just black and white, good and evil. She got there because of a mistake, of a false promise they will never keep, to take away her visions. She gave her motivations to do what she does, and she already is on a redemption arc. This chat with Matt at the end of episode 6, that's brutal. You see how conflicted she is, and she does the right thing. She tells Matt what's going on.
Yeah.
With the cost of possibly not getting her part of the deal done, her benefit.
Do you think this has more severe consequences other than just not getting her powers taken away from her? Because we saw Ishi dealing with Liandrin's brother in a way, saying this is not living, and then you suck the life out of him. So you shouldn't cross the Forsaken.
Yeah. By the way, I love the fan service of the writers by letting Lanfear call him Ishi. Because that never happened in the books. It's just only we call him Ishi, and
kind of funny.
I love it. Oh.
So, how did you feel about the Lan storyline in this episode?
That was amazing.
Remind me again, what happened to Lan in this episode?
they went to this temple of the Forsaken, and they set them up.
All right, yeah. Now I
That was
remember.
because
Mm.
show watchers wouldn't know whether Lan is a dark friend
yeah.
or Alana is a dark friend. It's suspicion on both sides, and
Yeah.
the way they revealed that and pulled that through, I think that was good TV.
It was good TV.
It kept people on the edge of their seat.
And actually giving Lan something to do, and actually talking, communicating. This is why. We found the Dragon Reborn. Okay. Now I understand your motivations and why you're behaving so weird.
Well, that wasn't really Wheel of Time, we know.
No,
that
no,
was
no.
under the threat of death. We'll murder you if you don't tell us.
Yeah.
I think there was no scene in this episode that was a filler scene. Every scene had a purpose, explored the characters, or drove the plot forwards. There was
I
nothing
really like it.
unnecessary. Yeah. Rima. All the Rima stuff.
Yeah, that was good too.
Killer. And she made Elaine and Nynaeve bond. And
not bond, not a cuddle bond, just
no.
No.
Did they bond?
No. But the rest of the season, they were butting heads. And then when Rima was colored, them holding hands and comforting each other.
Yeah. Essentially telling them to grow up. This is bigger than you two.
Yeah, and Rima had one line like Maria Doll Kennedy in season 1, the what greater revenge for violence than peace? What greater revenge for life than death? Something like this was given to Rima with it's like when you've got a patient, you don't think about to help, you just help.
Yeah. And I like how calculating the Chan are. They killed the water, they wounded Rima, and then they took her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that I must say, that fight scene, I think we're in for some nasty stuff in the coming episodes.
Yeah.
Just to see
actors.
Yeah, I mean, that's a yellow sister. That's not the battle Adja. That's just a yellow sister, but she uses her knowledge with the power as a strength. Yeah. I mean that thinking really is why I appreciate and why I took the name Androl, because he was low in power, but he could use his gateways in imaginative ways. So
right, yeah.
And I love that they actually do it. So if you're really strong in healing, and you probably know the body and the bones pretty well. Oh, let's see. Is they're doing? I see that Rafe is doing his live AMA. Let's see.
I wonder if can we pull it up here? Hang on. Let's see if I can sort something out.
And despite of all the glory of episode 6, since today or yesterday, depending on time zone, the writers have got a deal.
Yes.
Finally.
The writers, they got a tentative deal that will be voted on by the members, but they are going back to work today. They will still be picketing together with SAG-AFTRA, but they have to go back to work now. So I've already seen talk shows and stuff that are going up just this weekend. So
Yeah, I think
reverse
that's-
healing for the win. Oh yes, that's some nasty reverse healing.
I think that's why we're having Sarah and Rave doing MMAs and talking about the show on Twitter today, because the deal is done.
Okay, I think if you want to, I can bring it up on screen and we can do some reading on the live
Yeah, of course.
Q&A. Let's see if this works. Here we go. The first
think
one's
you just got
by
to
Uno's
zoom
Eye
up a bit.
Patch. Rafe, who's your favorite character from season 2 and why is Harper the bestest of boys? Don't even. Harper's performance in 208 is best performance by an animal. Holy shit, 208. Harper. Makes me so happy we had real animals instead of CG.
Oh, and
Amazing.
can I do a quick insert here?
Yes.
People have been complaining, oh, they don't look like wolves. No, they don't look like American wolves. There are a couple of different dog lineage in the world. There are American wolves, there are European wolves, there are Russian wolves. There are many kinds of wolf that are not dogs. And these are actually half dog, half wolf.
Yeah, they are
So-
Czechoslovakian wolf dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
it's...
They are a mix.
I just get irritated when people say stuff, but they
Yeah.
don't. But no, they don't look like your imaginative
Yeah. And
fantasy
you don't-
wolf.
and you don't train a real wolf. You
No,
don't. It's a wild animal. It belongs
Yeah,
out in the wilderness and not in training in shows.
no,
It's,
and
those are Czechoslovakian or Salus wolfhounds. They look pretty the same.
yeah,
They are mixes between European wolves and the former Eastern line of German Shepherds.
yeah.
Hi,
Oh, Camille!
Hi.
Hey, welcome.
I was like, are you gonna notice me in the back
Yes,
stage or
sorry.
not?
The tech guy is busy doing stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Do we think they'll kill Hopper in episode 8? And send
That's
Hopper
fine.
to
I
be a
don't.
hero for one.
I mean,
Worst case, we'll see him in the dream world.
Mm.
I mean, to be honest, I don't remember in which book Hopper is killed. The body of Hopper is killed. And I mean, they could do
book
it just to give
one?
us. Is it book 1? Yeah. So I mean, they could, because most of the training takes place in Telarandriod, or
Yeah.
the Wolf Dream anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but and a big smile. But wait, don't kill Hopper? No.
They're gonna kill Hopper in episode 8. Let's see what else is in here.
There's a lot of very interesting things in this Ask Me Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen anything you want to highlight that we can look at?
I'm literally just looking at like any last reply from Rafe. There's one. There's a common question about Leandrine. Obviously, Leandrine, excellent character. Story arc for the show has been expanded from the books. Is she also being written as an amalgamation of any other book character, or does she stand alone for the show? Leandrine stands alone. I said it. I knew it. It's just mostly I feel vindicated by a lot of those answers, so I'm very happy.
What are we guessing? Which Shanshan beasts will we get? Because Raima mentioned strange beasts. I'm not sure whether we get some this season, but later on for sure. That's my takeaway.
I feel like it would be good to have the flying one, Rakan.
Yeah, the Rakan. Rakan
Because
Rakan.
it is useful later on for the White Tower plot.
Not even that, just as a tactical advantage over.
Yeah.
Because you can move troops with Torakan way faster than troops by foot or horse, and that explains why the Shonshin keep gaining land in that incredible speed in territory. Maybe some drone.
Rafe is thinking 207 will push some buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lawrence said something like that as well. I think he has seen a screener and he can't wait to talk about it. I saw a tweet of Lawrence somewhere today.
That would be interesting. We saw that one. Asking for a Darth friend. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that sandwich looked so bland.
Yeah.
One that I found very interesting. I'm trying to find the question again. Where is it? Where did that disappear?
Will we find out why Loyal survived in season 1, episode 8? That's the biggest gripe this person has. We all have scars to bear from COVID. Loyal has one applied right to his chest. Okay.
Yeah.
I really love that.
Yeah, I believe that's a little underhand way to say, yeah, shit got fucked up during COVID, and we really didn't have time to spend explaining small things like that. To us, it's a big thing because we know the implication of the dagger, but only show people, they wouldn't care. They just assumed someone healed him. So
yeah, and like in the show, we don't have any indication that this dagger is actually very hurtful. When, like, we know it can possess someone, kind of. But we don't know about whether it can, like, actually be more hurtful than a normal dagger when you stab someone with it.
Oh,
so,
look at that.
Yeah, and well, Ogier aren't from this world, so
yeah,
you can always argue, yeah, the dagger will only affect humans and not Ogier in the same way.
Yeah. So one question. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say, look at the question on the screen now.
Yeah.
About the writing in season 1, people think it's stronger in season 2, and Rafe is saying it's most the same writers, but we were given the freedom to have longer episodes in season 2, which I really think make a huge difference. So yeah,
I really liked that he said that he talks about the ability to tell the story from an emotional character-driven point of view, and I really think that for me that has been the biggest difference with season 2. It felt like season 1, what characters were doing were led by the plot. In season 2, we have a bit more time to dive into their psyche and this kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think one of the problems, besides all COVID and Barney leaving, if I remember correctly, Rafe was speculating on 10 episodes per season and a much longer, I think 1.5 hour pilot. So I think the scripts were written that way.
I'm guessing the script got written after he got the confirmation of an 8-episode season and 1 hour only for the first episode. So it's not like as if there were 10 episodes written fully and then they had to cut into 8. That's not how writing for TV show goes.
I think they did the first few scripts, started shooting, and then I think someone, was it Matt, who asked that at the premiere or afterwards somewhere, and said in one of his streams that they had to chop a lot of stuff out from episode 1. Therefore, the pacing in episode 1 is a bit off because they were
Yes.
doing a 1.5 hour pilot, and
It's not the 1 hour and a half pilot thing. It's they shot the first episode and they had a lot of comments from higher exec. Which means they had to do a lot of changing instead of or you cut things. They had, I think, they got feedback on the pacing in the sense that you kind of needed that battle with the Trollocs to arrive at a specific moment in the episode, and what was before was a bit too long and too slow. So they got asked to cut some things. That's why we lost like the scene between Egwene and Tam and this kind of thing. So it's more that thing that happened, I think.
Okay.
So you see what happens in the second season when they have more time and I assume a little more freedom to do what they want. Things get better if you trust the writers and the one who are making the show. It will be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the first season was fine. It wasn't the greatest season of a television show I've seen, but this is really starting to be really, really good.
I mean, at the same time, you have to earn some trust, and it's understandable that for the first episode of a first season on a fantasy show, like there was a lot of notes, and then as you, like there's definitely an improvement from season 2 to season 1, and because also like they learn from what they've been doing, so
absolutely. And those 10 extra minutes on average per episode equates like 9 episodes in terms of content.
Yeah,
definitely.
I really like that.
So one question that I found that I wanted to come back on, where did I put it? Because I had it like 3 minutes ago. Yes, what part of the 6 episodes that we have already seen have used the most excitement or interest in how it will link into future plotline from the books due to changes in the show? That question is a bit weird, but basically what changed from the show is leading to big future plotline, interesting, whatever. And the only answer that Rafe gave was Anver. And I really thought Anver was like done by the end of this season. But apparently she's gonna have some more impact future season? Is that what it means?
Yeah, I guess because we will come back to Carrion, and if Balthanus becomes king of Carrion, and she's his mother and Moraine's sister, she could be relevant in further plot lines because Carrion plays an important part in the story.
Yeah. But like, I like that it said specifically Anver and not like Bartoness. It's Anver. That's his big change. So I'm guessing things are gonna happen later on. Or interesting. Yes, that was I'm saying the Anver and is collaborates. That was, I think that's Gus from Will Take main hypothesis about Anver, and I'm starting to see where it comes from. So yes, Lindsay Duncan is incredible. So if you can keep her, keep her.
This one is interesting. Are we introduced some fallibility to Min's visions in comparison to the books? And Rafe said deleted scene coming that helps. That's interesting to see.
How would a deleted scene help?
It might explain. I mean, it depends if it was Ishi who gave her that vision, or if it's just her explaining how it always comes through, but maybe not in the way that I think it will. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Important Finn question. Are they in or out? And Rev's response is... What?
Which Finn are in? What?
I think we have to check this one.
Oh,
come on, Rafe.
Donald Finn.
Oh, Donald.
Which Finn are in?
Dawn.
Oh,
Rafe is a Finn.
oh yeah. I mean, of course. That's a
At
really
least
icy
Austin.
die answer. Oh. Leandrin stands alone, yes. Ding, ding, ding,
Yes, this one we mentioned.
ding. Anything else coming up?
I think so. Rafe actually just finished. So we are not gonna have a lot more.
Yeah.
The cute thing apparently is the mini min that Matt says in episode 6 was 100% Donald originally. So that's cute. Did we lose Aginor? Or did I?
Who paid for the Forsaken?
We lost the Forsaken. Oh no.
Oh no, the first
no.
is hidden.
Hang on.
Ah.
I'm back. Let's see.
I am
Aginor is
back.
Let's go and do this and click this button, and then we're back. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, look at that.
So I don't know what happened because my computer froze a bit and kicked me out.
that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see some more cool tweets here.
Cat crosses a courtyard.
Cat crosses the courtyard.
Interesting. Oh, I want to see the answer right after.
Mhm,
Confident I use the
Yes.
show we began to measure heated differ. Yes, the world's very difficult right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have talked about the marketing and discounting. I think a lot of people are underestimating how painful it is to have a season without the actors, especially when
Yes.
the actors are like Rosamund Pike.
Yeah.
So I think it's the lack of actors is probably the loss that most people are feeling with respect to marketing. So maybe one day they will finally have a season without any trouble.
Yeah,
Let's
but
hope.
I think, how long have we been on number 1 on Prime?
I don't think we're number 1 anymore. Did that?
No, now it's Continental, which is reasonable given that's a John Wick spin-off, and John Wick is a well-known franchise.
Yeah.
But
We stayed maybe like 20 days or something like that.
yeah, something like that. In Germany,
Good.
we there was a documentary out or released during that time period about the German national soccer team that was on the first place for a day and a half maybe, and then Wheel of Time was back.
Yeah.
But actually, all over the world, it was nearly for 20 consecutive days on number 1.
Yeah. And right now, there's still about 21 countries that have the Wheel of Time number 1, including the United States.
Yeah.
And so far this year, I think... Gosh, this one is not available anymore. Yeah,
I mean,
I think
for the full year, considering the full year right now, so from the beginning of 2023 till now, the Wheel of Time is the 8th most watched TV show of this year for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Number 1 in Sweden as well.
And the
for the
last
last week.
days, new people are coming in and finding the show in the last week. There was,
Yeah.
again, a sudden influx of show watchers who really enjoyed it.
I mean, episode 6 got a lot of positive comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest
It was an
rated episode yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this from Innkeeper Annas. Matt calls Min in episode 6. Was that written in the script or is it something Donald added? Love all the nicknames. Ishi, 2 Rivers. That's 100% Donald and 100% Gold.
Love it.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the Matt in him.
Yep.
And his performance when he realized that he was set up by Min, and when he was set up.
Yeah.
That line delivery and facial expression was top tier.
WoT Series is asking, do you feel like this season put you back on track to where you thought you'd be and where you wanted to take the story before COVID and all the interruptions? And Rafe answers, yeah, and also beyond COVID, we knew right up front we'd have to do books 2 and 3 combined because they have the same arc. So the end of 108 required us to throw a bunch of juggling balls up in the air, and we need to very carefully land them all in their correct places by end of 208, so that all the characters have had the necessary experience they need to before the story of book 4. I think we achieved that, even including some of the unexpected swerves and gusts of wind we had to tackle. Yeah, waffo.
Yeah,
Love
waffo. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, and before I forget, Camille, what did you think of the latest episode?
I mean, I heard you talk. I'm sure you talked about Egwene and everything. Egwene was incredible. I heard you mention Lan. Some people were hungry. I did not mind at all. I saw someone on Twitter mention that maybe Lan tricked everyone in order to figure out whether Alana and the rest were on the good side or not. And I kind of like that theory. So that's going to stay my headcanon until we're proven otherwise. And we got to see Swan! Mother is back. I'm sorry. This is the important thing. Mother is back. And also, I am sorry to say, but in the same episode, we got Dearest Swan. And we got another foreshadowing of, in Rand's dream, we get Matt losing an eye once again. Yeah. So I'm sorry to say, we are totally good at getting the Tower of Genji. And Swan better be part of it, because that Dearest Swan, I am not over that.
And I really like that they write in the alphabet of the old tongue.
Yes.
I think it's funny that they actually put in so much small details that you don't catch on the first watch.
There's so much stuff.
It's exactly like Robert Jordan did. So
I'm sure you can pause nearly every scene and find something in the background, like the owls on Varian's chandelier, all little fan service stuff that you don't notice if you just watch it. You have really look for it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But should we try to? I mean, this is going on over Twitter, and people will see it. So should we do some memes or flickers first? Do we have any memes from last week?
We do have some memes, yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to Eelfin Stop and Savor. May I take your order?
Lovely.
Like that.
Excellent.
So last week's episode was if the Eelfin and Aelfin could enter our world, what would happen, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And now we have this one, the younglings, and then the Jim Bros of Randland.
Well, they are the Jim Bros of Brandland.
Yeah.
Broland.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have this one, Moraine and Lan, portrayed by Loki and Thor. Loki saying, "Do you go first this time?" And Moraine answers, "You're my water, you go first." "Hi, I'm Lan Mandragor, and this is Moraine."
Excellent.
And we're also supposed to plug, before we forget, WoTtober, which starts this Sunday.
Yes.
Because this Sunday is the 1st of October, right? Yeah. And we're also supposed to plug. Hang on, let's do this. Let's remove. Come on, buttons. Where are you? Click this, and then, of course, on Twitter, Taylor has been doing stuff, which is turning everyone on, of course, because it's Taylor. And I just need to find it because he's been posting all of his abs in all its glory. And I think it started with Rob doing this post, right, and posting it, and then everyone else joined in. But they're increasingly difficult to try to emulate and do again because he's so fucking ripped. It's not even funny. So that's been going on Twitter, and it's been glorious. I think, Roger, you did a couple, right?
Yeah, I did both.
You did both, yeah. Rob did a couple, I did one, Una did, and then we had Lan did a couple, and he's ripped, so he's coming close to Taylor.
Amazingly, Spud Monkey, Screaming Spud Monkey, joined in for the last one.
Love
Great
it.
shout out, because I know it took him a bit of courage to do it.
It's been fun. It's been a fun week.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we move on?
Yes. So 43 minutes into this show, let's finally talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. So let's do this to segue into it.
It is believed there are worlds where a year is only a day here, and others where a day is a year here. There's supposed to be worlds where the very air would kill us at a breath, and worlds that barely have enough reality to hold together. And as we set out to explore these realities, remember one thing: be steadfast.
And there we go. And this week's Flicker is what if the Wheel of Time was set in the Marvel Universe? Oh, gosh. Does anybody has a take to begin with?
First of all, my theory is that Stan Lee is Nakomi.
Ah, that's a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, that we can use that.
Interesting.
Turns up one time per story.
So Nakomi is the cameo of the Wheel of Time.
Yes.
Says something, is mysterious, then vanishes.
And it's a personification of the creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to remember Marvel's characters. I'm not good at that.
Oh.
I'm trying to find one that...
I'm putting it in our own chat where you can see everybody, the most notable ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find one that would be Rand. Because the thing is that...
Rand would be, in my opinion, either Doctor Strange or Captain Marvel.
Interesting.
Because
Rand is super powerful, so he would have to be something.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
Perrin is Hulk.
Who's Hulk?
Hulk.
No,
I mean, it would be
No, Nynaeve.
Nynaeve is Hulk. Yeah. Not Perrin. Nynaeve is Hulk.
She gets more powerful when she's angry, so that's fair. I mean, Thor is probably the easiest to put Perrin in, but I mean, that's too obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also got a big hammer and stuff. And Thanos is obviously Ishii, right?
I mean, he wants to break the wheel.
He wants to break the wheel. He is kind of philosophical, and that, I mean, Ishii was a philosopher back in his day, so...
Yeah, Aginor is definitely the high evolutionary.
Yeah.
That could work.
Yeah.
Or Dr. Connors, Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not in the MCU at the moment.
But
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
the Marvel universe, not the cinematic universe.
Ah, okay.
That's the question, right?
Oh god.
Perrin is Groot.
Perrin is Groot.
I am Groot.
I mean that also could go for Loyal, but
Yeah.
it would, if we took one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, could it take the first Eye of the World? Which movie would it fit best into?
The whole Eye of the World in a movie.
Yeah, the whole Eye of the World, and just put it in a Marvel movie. I mean, we probably should look at.
I have no clue.
This is not your best subject.
No, the thing is that's the weird thing. I have watched most of the Marvel stuff until like maybe 2021 or something like that. So anything before that, I watched it. I'm just blanking on everything. The Wheel of Time universe is very different from the Marvel one, I guess. And also like there's a lot more women in the Wheel of Time than in Marvel. So I'm like, okay, which characters this woman could be? And I'm like, okay, you have the choice between Black Widow. What else about Captain Marvel?
Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel. You have Echo, but she's a bad guy.
Nah, not really. At the
she-
moment. But
At the moment, yeah, of course. I mean, that's the thing with Marvel. You have bad guys who are good guys sometimes, and bad guys. They're the morally
Yeah,
gray.
I think in one of the comic runs, she is set up to marry or is engaged to Matt, Daredevil, if I
Oh.
remember correctly.
In the
yes,
comic
yes.
books.
Yeah,
Who's
Yeah, okay.
Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones is a kind of a detective, super strong.
I'm not asking who is she in Marvel. I'm asking
okay.
which Wheel of Time character is Jessica.
Okay.
I do remember Jessica Jones.
Actually, I have like watched 4 episodes of that, the Netflix
I
show.
think I
so-
watched the first season and that was it.
Yeah. Is Mistress Dovey, Mistress Water, is the Marvel stuff over?
We just started it, so
we're just starting and we're struggling. So help us out here. The world is Thor Ragnarok if you squint.
So one thing that I'm thinking about is that the Eternals movie is actually a story about Aes Sedai from the Age of Legends.
Mhm. Maybe.
There's the very long life kind of vibe.
yeah, super powerful.
Yeah. And then you get some internal betrayals. I think we're not too far from it.
How about Egwene being Magneto with her affinity to sense metals and earth and all that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see that. Oh gosh, that's
And
gonna be
Fane's
interesting.
Carnage, Fane
Yeah, totally
as a
agree.
symbiote. That would be that's fitting.
Yeah, later. And
I mean,
later
Yeah, and
time when he's doing this weird
He's-
mist stuff
yeah.
and everybody goes insane. That's a big Carnage energy.
Hmm.
Isn't that actually like the show design for this episode? I think Uno did it, right?
Yeah, but Yeah, that's Carnage. Yeah, it's
That's
right.
famous Carnage.
Yeah.
I see. Let's see if I can find it. Should be here somewhere, I think.
Yeah, Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones would fit a bit onto Egwene as well because of her torture arc from Kilgrave.
I don't know.
It has similarities to the Shanshin. Looks so great.
So question.
Famous Carnage, yeah.
Question. If the Wheel of Time is in Marvel and Civil War happened, who is on which side?
Would Civil War be White Cloaks versus Aes Sedai?
I think technically since Civil War is about this Sokovia Accord, something like that,
Yeah,
which is basically an equivalent of the 3 O's in a way, because it's about controlling the superheroes in order for them to only do something specific. So that would be like you could have a Civil War about whether we should have this kind of control on people who have magical power or whether we should not. And in that case, who would be on which side? That goes too deep. It's too deep for tonight.
Way too deep. Way too deep.
I do not appreciate you coming with question that requires brain power.
It's an interesting question. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Egwene would be so like fuck those oaths. Oh, is she? I don't know. Season 2 Egwene? Maybe. End of book Egwene? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I got these cheat notes that Una left for going to Germany, and
Nice.
I think this one's pretty funny. Slayer, as this one. Hang on, let's see if I can show this on the screen because this is so funny. So Slayer would be Craven the Hunter,
Yeah.
which is this character, and I can just imagine that being. That's just.
They're doing a movie about Craven.
With the foxes on the shoulders and all that, just hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another option for Slayer, since Slayer his main thing is that it's basically two soul in one. What's the name of that bad guy in Spider-Man that turns out to be the dad of Spider-Man's best friend? Yeah.
Green Goblin.
Yeah. Because there's also this kind of double personality thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Good call.
that could fit.
So if we take another interpretation of the question, what
I
if
want
Wheel
a
of
specific one to be in.
what if the Wheel of Time actually were set in the Marvel universe? What if we just moved every character into the Marvel universe, into our time? I mean, the power users against Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, how would they fare? Do you think?
Feels like the Wheel of Time powers are quite bad, I would say. At first glance, I think they're underpowered compared to a lot of Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
I don't know.
I mean, Doctor Strange, for example, in the Eye of Agamemnon, and he can just revert time and just mess with everyone.
I think.
Yeah, but like he's the only one. I think a lot of our typical Marvel superheroes would be completely inefficient against anyone using the one power.
Many probably would. I mean, I think that what we have here is a set of kind of rigid structure. I mean, Jordan's magic system was pretty hard. Not in the first couple of books, but later it became really hard magic system. So this is how you do it. This is what you can't do with the power. But Marvel is all over the place, even in the comics books. So, and the show. The movies, they have dampened the powers of many characters just so it would work. I mean, Hulk is severely lessened power in the movies compared to the comic books. So I don't know. I mean, it depends on what set of powers or structures you set to.
I'm seeing that Uno is saying that Scarlet Witch would kick ass. It made me think that because she kind of gives nightmares to some people, especially in the first few movie. And I'm just like, okay, she's gonna make everyone think they're tasting the taint.
Yeah.
Which I had to mention it. Okay.
What did I think? Oh, I had a brilliant thought, but I forgot it. So
We'll come back.
So do we want to move on and do another flicker?
One last one. I just
Yeah.
looking at these cheat notes and saying Nynaeve. No, hang on. Sorry. Moraine would be Nick Fury, assembling a team.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That's a fun one.
With a fake death too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty much.
Matt is definitely a combination between Loki and Domino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Gambit. And Odin.
I know. Combination of many characters here.
Which fits with all the generals in his head.
Yeah. Okay, should we try another flicker?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
Hang on. Let me check if I have the right one up. I think so. Open edit. Choose. What if? And put it on screen. And let's do this. Here we go. Spinning.
What if Sulin was the Karakarn?
Sulin is not there. That's not fun.
Yeah, so where is Sulin? Where's the Karakarn?
Yeah.
We are gonna have to look for the Karakarn.
Can we actually keep that one? I mean,
And do
Sulin
it-
has missed every Sulin question that's come up on the wheel. I feel bad for
So-
Sulin.
There's still a few more, apparently.
So what do you want? Do you want to spin another one?
Yeah, spin another one,
Spin
so
another
that
one.
Sulin
And we'll
actually
save
can
it.
be here when we have a Sulin
Yeah.
question.
We can take the
course.
Sulin flicker for next week.
We could do that.
Well, everything is fine. Everything
Oh.
goes well. Gawain has no purpose anyway.
I disagree.
I know. I'm joking.
He's fucking annoying.
And that's his
But-
entire purpose. He made his whole personality about being freaking annoying.
Yeah, and the most purpose he has is in dying, right? That his death leads to Aggie
Egwin's death.
doing
Not
the reverse balefire.
She could have done it without him dying.
Yeah, but would she have died in the tower before that happened?
Yes. There's
Because-
this
That's
thing.
nice.
Right? So Gawain
Yeah,
does something useful, at least. It's
Two
not
things.
good. It's
Two
kind of
things.
useful.
Saving her and dying.
Bait.
I mean, yes, he saved her
Saves
life
her
once,
by
but maybe
being
she could have
bait
find
instead.
someone else that was a bit better. She has a shit tasting man. I'm sorry to say.
So if Gawain didn't exist to act as bait to save Egwene from the tower and the assaults, would the Dark One win?
Maybe.
If there's no one to save Egwene from the sentient assassin whose name I forgot while she's fighting in the dream world, whatever.
Mhm.
And if Egwene dies before the last battle is lost.
Yeah. So we need
Um,
Gawain.
Damn it!
Or she could actually bond Galad.
Could she though? Would that help?
Would have. Because Galad right now, at that time, is still with the White Cloaks.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if
think
mean-
he would have.
but if
yeah.
Gawain never existed, there would only be Galad at the tower, and they could be a thing. They could be in love because aren't they in the books? Isn't it between Gawain and Galad, and she finally goes for the annoying one?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
yes and
she's
no.
yes and no. Yeah, exactly.
Do you think Galad would be less sexy if Gawain didn't exist? Because
No.
he's super good looking compared to Gawain.
That is so
Right?
so mean to Gawain. Imagine being defined by the fact that your older stepbrother is more handsome than you in any way possible.
I mean, it's kind of. I would feel it's really hard for the ones casting. That you have to cast the most beautiful man in the world. Okay, that's easy.
And you just
I mean-
placed him next to someone ugly. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah,
So-
we've got a Galad, right? We've got a
Yeah.
costume,
Yeah.
but he's a bit complicated from.
Let's not dig
No.
into that. My one thought was also that Gawain is. I mean, he has a specific role with respect to Elaine. I don't remember the title of that role, but I know he has a specific role involving being his
Prince of
sword or
Swords?
something like
Prince
that.
of the
He's
Prince
a
of the
Yeah.
Sword.
Swords.
Prince of the Sword. If Gawain did not exist, would Galad be the Prince of the Sword, and how would that affect his arc? Because if it was, would it go to the White Cloak?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's really. I mean, he has more honor and duty than Gavin does. So he probably would have stayed with Elaine more than it's more than they would liked. I bet. On the other hand, the assassins wouldn't probably gotten into Elaine's bedroom because he would be probably just standing outside all the time.
Yeah, but on the
Well, I don't
other hand, Egwene sent Gawain away, and he didn't listen. Galad would have listened and
Would he?
obeyed. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, don't think. I mean,
It's just
I don't think.
type.
I don't think he would have been sent away because he wouldn't have stayed with Egwene, because he would have followed his sister to Camlin, because he is the first Prince of the Sword. So he would have probably just, fulfilled his duties to the crown, and became, Captain General or something of the Queen's Guard. That's what I think he would have done.
Yeah. first prince of fuck it up real bad. So does the light win?
No. Probably not. I don't like it, but no, probably not.
It pains us to say it, but Gavin may have a role at some point. And the frustrating thing is that the only real moment, like the only moment that feels very important to be done by Gavin or by someone else is like saving Egwene that one moment when she's in the dream world and there's those assassins in her bedroom. But that's the only moment where it actually mattered to have someone next to her saving her in that situation.
And he softens up Demon Red. I loosened it up. I loosened it for you.
Yeah, I'm still not over Gawain just being like, yes, I'm gonna put those rings on and go on a suicide mission while I'm the warder of the Merlin seat.
I mean, he is leader of the jungling, so by definition, he is the gym bro of Randland. So he would, that's the equivalent of chugging a 6-pack of Red Bull and be like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but like it's frustrating me so much. Like his character just annoys me so much because he spent books and books annoying Egwene so she would take him as a warder while she's the remaining seat, which means she's not going to be like close combat or this kind of thing. She's not going to do like Moraine did for 20 years and going around and fighting Dark Friends and this kind of thing. She's the remaining seat. It's going to be a very political, like administrative role that he would have as his warder, and once he becomes his warder, he suddenly doesn't want the role anymore. Like, dude, what do you think would happen? Men.
Sorry.
Apparently, I've forgotten this, but Gawain helped make sure Loghain, Suan, and everyone else escaped from the tower.
They're almost out of it. They would have found a way without him.
Yeah, probably. So he helped.
He helped by not like telling the Elida that he had found them.
Yeah.
He didn't ring the alarm, so...
Yeah, basically.
Well, practically he did nothing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Useless shite.
We don't like Gavin, do we?
So, Androl, do we have time for another one? Another spin?
I have to go. Shite work.
Shite work.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. See you all next week. Was a pleasure. Have fun in chat. Have fun. We'll see each other.
Goodbye. Take care.
Bye.
And safe travels in the Flickerverse.
Yeah, always. You too.
Always. So do we
Mrs.
want
Dovey
to do
wants one more, and we can't deny Mr. Dovey, right?
Oh. Denying the mistress will provide punishment.
But we want punishment. So
yes, but we want punishment. Isn't that a sketch? I want
okay, let's do one more.
Yes, one more.
One more. Here we go.
We want punishment. That feels good. And that makes you feel bad. That makes me feel good.
What if Elaine never got pregnant?
Does it change anything?
Oh, she would be so an alcoholic.
She would be able to channel sometimes, which would be great.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, maybe the story wouldn't have been so centered on Camille. I know that it was the succession wars or stuff like that, but it was so annoying. Oh, I hate that storyline.
I mean, the succession war is before she gets pregnant. right?
No, yeah, but isn't no?
She's
no, wait a
already
minute.
queen. She's already queen when she gets pregnant. And what happened is that I think one of her god is a dark friend and this kind of thing. Oh, is she already queen? I don't remember. But like,
Yeah. Oh
what's
no.
she gets
no.
kidnapped at some point,
For
and she's
the
always
fifth,
like, yeah,
for the fifth.
for the
I mean-
15th time, something like that. But it's she has a
No.
whole phase where she's like, "Oh, Min told me that my baby are gonna be healthy, so that means I cannot die, so
Yeah.
I can do whatever the fuck I want." And
Yeah. Oh,
you're
I
pretty,
remember.
but the brain cells are not there.
I remember what I was thinking of because I saw. But didn't she went up on a wall in a bed? But that's when they are going to demonstrate the dragons
Yes.
that Eludra made.
Mhm,
They
yeah.
carry her up on the walls of the fucking city in a bed.
Really?
My brain is hurting from the lack of solutions. But we can't move her out of the bed. Well, if they can't move you out of the bed, just stay in bed. Or
Just brings a bed.
girl, or
Let's
a
move
girl.
the bed.
No, I'm a queen. They must carry the bed up through the fucking wall. Abort, please. Oh God, that's dark. Damodred, kill himself, please. I have no idea what you're saying, boss. I'm trying to interpret chat here. Bath of wine, yeah.
It's the wine talking.
Is it the wine talking chat here? I think so.
So what if? Can you hear my kitty? No,
Oh,
my kitty is annoying. Whatever.
A little bit,
I
but
was
that's fine.
thinking if Rand doesn't have offspring, because Elaine is the only one who gets pregnant, right? How important is that for the future, the fourth age? Is that important at all?
She came pregnant after the last battle when she's a bit older. Rand is still there.
Yeah.
But in the body of someone else.
And it's still there. Maybe at least the baby will have a chance of not being red-haired.
Oh, that's a stab
Shots
at the,
fired.
at the gingers out there, I hear.
Uno hope is hoping we don't get any of the babes at all.
But
The babes,
what-
I want the babes, but maybe not the babies.
Super
It's-
channeling super babies.
but it's the story of the babes.
Story of
Babe?
the babes.
The babes with the power. The power of voodoo. Oh, sorry. What
Babies
if,
are gross and smelly and icky.
I disagree, but that's
the babe
they're
with
cute
power.
when they're not mine.
So would that change anything? Would the light still win? Would the dark win? What would happen?
I don't think it changed much.
Yeah.
At best, it improves the situation for the light.
Yeah, she maybe wouldn't be so thinking that, oh, I'm invincible because I have these super babes, and so I can't be harmed. But that's so weird. I mean, that's a really, really weird. I think Brigitte actually says it to her sometime that it doesn't say anything about you making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Be
can give
brain
birth and,
dead and
arm chopped off and legs. Ugh.
Interesting.
yeah.
I think that's the first one we've had where the chances for the light actually improves.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What do you think, chat? The chat
Chat
has
is
gone
just
over to hating
grossed out
and
by
loving babies. I mean, I don't have a problem with babies, but I don't like being around parents.
an interesting take.
I have more problem with people that can speak with those that can't.
Does
As
this
a
whole
teacher, I
fandom
also hate
hate
parents.
babies or what?
Yes, our fandom. Yes, our fandom hates babies.
Unless it's baby fades. We love baby fades.
Oh, they're so cute with the
Oh.
teeth, the little teeth.
Just ensure you're not breastfeeding, okay? That's the important part with the baby fade. No breastfeeding.
Oh, yeah. Does baby fades are they born with, those huge teeth, or do they grow out? Or do they have these, milk teeth that fall out when they're old enough? Or
I think that would brought up the notion of there being Quendiar titted Trollocs to be able to suckle the baby fades.
What do you need to have your boobs made into Kindia?
I think
Quendiar
someone
nipple.
That
I
would
think-
give a new meaning to rock hard pecs chest.
I think that was
Okay,
John
so
Malkier.
I'm gonna tell you that the pecs is behind the breast, and your nipple is not particularly affected by. And I'm gonna need to, yeah.
Yeah, so just the nipples. Quendiar nipples would solve the
Nipples.
problem. Yeah. When suckling baby fades, you need Quendiar nipples.
Yeah. How did we come here?
I mean, we are talking about pregnancy, so at some point
Yeah.
we're gonna have to be talking about breastfeeding and
Yeah.
everything related. And yep.
Androl asking the important question. Yeah. That's all I ever do. I mean, I don't think it would be a change that much. Maybe she wouldn't have been captured like 11 times.
She
just
would be able to actually use the power. So
Yeah,
good thing for
I
the
mean,
light. They're
Exactly.
winning even harder than before. Maybe Egwene doesn't even have to die.
Maybe.
Exactly. Maybe.
Fuck you, Rand, for getting Elaine pregnant and killing Egwene in the process. I'm kidding.
Exactly, Rand. Use condoms.
Men.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Take your responsibility.
I don't
He's
know.
like a deadbeat dad after the last battle, just, riding off into the sunset. But yeah, I'll totally send you money, Yeah. Yeah, I said it.
Okay. Are we done with that
Oh,
one?
I think
we're
so.
Done with that one.
Maybe
We
we're
are.
done for the day.
I think
We're
we're
done.
done completely and utterly exhausted and done.
Yeah.
So we need to scroll the wheel one more time, right?
Yes.
For next week. Hang on. Settings. No, that's not the right button. File. Here we go. Open. And hang on. Next week. Open. And put it on.
Nice.
Here we go. And spin for next week.
Not again about Gawain.
Gawain and
Always
Galad.
about Gawain.
Yeah. So no Elaine, right? And no Galad.
Yep. So he's
So-
not a first prince of the sword. Anyways, that's gonna be a discussion for next week.
Yes, next week. Next week.
What if Gawain was an only child?
Yeah.
Interesting. There we go. Saved it for next week. And before we head out, I think we need to look at this again.
As you do.
No, we did not need.
And we also need to look at this one more time.
Oh yeah.
I'm honestly jealous of the back and the arms.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not horny. I feel envy. in that
Right,
sense.
yeah. So if you ask Kevin, you can get a picture like this.
No. No. Don't put bad idea into Kevin's head. Okay.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And, I think we have the link to our Discord down below in this. And you can find us everywhere. Twitter and Blue Sky and probably everywhere under our name, the Flickerverse Show.
Under a rock near you.
So, thank you and good night.
Yeah.
Stay safe in the Flickerverse.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.